Is this your car?
Yeah.
Okay. I was this close to breaking the window out.
It's not that hot.
It's 95 degrees. It means it's over 100 inside the vehicle.
I've been in there.
The windows have to be cracked. There's got to be something.
I was trying to keep the air conditioning in for him because I'm literally.
Okay, go to open that door and crack the windows open for the dog, and I need your driver's license, please.
The date is June 28th, 2023. The location, a Walmart parking lot in Crossroads, Texas. The clock strikes 9:14 p.m., and the temperature is lingering around a sweltering 90 degrees Fahrenheit. A recipe for disaster, or so it would seem.
$428, I'm out with the vehicle owner. Hi. Okay. Hi.
So you can feel it's not.
It's 95 degrees.
But inside, I was keeping the AC in. Trust me, I love my dog.
The car isn't running.
I take him with me everywhere.
Okay, I just need to see the driver's license.
I don't have one with me.
Do I have any ID with you?
No.
Do you know your driver's license number?
What did I do wrong?
This is a criminal offense, okay?
What is a criminal offense?
For animal neglect and abuse, yes.
No, I do not abuse and neglect my animal.
Okay.
I need a supervisor.
Okay.
No.
Driver's license?
I need a supervisor, please.
What is your driver's license?
Please, I need a supervisor.
I don't have one on duty right now.
Officer Haley Hullbert responds to a call for service regarding a canine left inside a vehicle. When Officer Hullbert arrives 10 minutes later, she finds the vehicle with windows rolled up. But here is where the narrative begins to fracture. While the historical weather data suggests an oven-like environment, the victim, in this case, the dog, appears entirely unbothered, showing zero signs of heat exhaustion or distress. 6 minutes into this investigation of a non-emergency, a citizen named Mr. Beard exits the store. What follows is not a conversation, but a masterclass in how quickly a consensual encounter can devolve when authority clashes with actual law.
Look, I respect officers. I have family that are officers, but I also respect the Constitution.
Go and crack your windows and then close your door. Wait out here. I'll call a supervisor and see if he can contact me by phone.
All right.
Okay, I'm out with the subject. He's out here. He's refusing to identify himself. He's now asking for a supervisor.
He's asking for a supervisor? Okay. Are you back in route?
Where are you at? Do you want to talk to him on the phone?
No, I'm right down the street.
Okay.
I'll be there in a minute.
Okay, all right. Thanks, bye.
Okay.
Supervisor's turning back around and he's going to come out.
I would never know. I would just, it's not.
This
sunny.
is some of the worst
Yeah, but it's not sunny.
temps. It's 95 degrees
Right, but it's
outside.
not sunny.
That
That's why I was
doesn't matter.
keeping the air-
It's
If I cracked the windows, that would let the 95-degree air in. I literally had it freezing cold in there before I shut the car.
I'm responding out to a call, okay?
Sure, I understand.
And this is me responding. I'm not telling you you're a dog owner, or anything
Right.
like that.
Well, yeah,
I am here because I still have to do my job. I have to identify you now, okay? Because I'm out here for an offense.
No.
Okay.
That's not
All right.
the law.
Okay. Well, I'll let you talk to the supervisor when he gets out here. This is a private parking lot. I'm not going to ask you about your vehicle. My main concern is just the dog's okay. And then for documentation purposes, I do have to put your information in there, okay? I'm not saying you're going to jail. I'm not saying you're being issued a citation. I'm just trying to do my job because everything has to be notated that I made contact, okay? And make sure that well-being of that animal is okay.
Broken arrow.
Both Sergeant Tyler and Officer Hullbert immediately attempts to play their trump card, the demand for identification. They operate under the assumption that Mr. Beard is lawfully detained and therefore his anonymity is a privilege he no longer possesses. But does a badge grant an officer the right to demand your papers simply because they are suspicious? In the state of Texas, the answer is a resounding no. This is where the officers collide headfirst with the reality of Texas Penal Code Section 38.02. This is the state's failure to identify statute, and it is incredibly specific.
I mean,
It's going to be closer to 100 degrees inside that vehicle. It's 95 degrees
if I
out
crack
here.
the windows, I know it's going to be 95 degrees in there. I had it freezing cold.
Your car is not running.
I know. I shut it off. I closed the windows. I let the freezing cold air in there. Trust me, when I opened the door and got in there, it was colder inside than it was outside.
Okay.
I would not do that to my dog. I love my dog.
Okay.
He goes everywhere with me.
This is my supervisor right here.
How's it going?
How you doing? How you doing, Sergeant Tyler?
Nice to meet you, sir.
Crossroads Police Fire. Just show you that I'm Sergeant Tyler. If you'd like to see my ID also.
I'm sure if they vouch for you, they...
Okay. Okay, so what did you speak with me about?
Well, she, I guess, got a call about my dog.
Yes, sir, we did.
I parked the car,
Uh-huh.
and I had it freezing cold in there. I literally got it sitting there.
Okay.
It got it freezing cold.
Okay.
It's not sunny anymore.
Okay.
So it's not, radiating heat or anything like that.
Okay.
And I went inside. I've been in there for 15 minutes.
Okay.
And, I mean, what did I do wrong?
Okay. So when we get a call for service,
Uh-huh.
okay, and especially when we do contact somebody, we do need to identify the
That's
person.
the law.
Hang on, I'm not done. Let me finish speaking, okay?
Sure.
Now, we don't know you had your car at sub-0 degrees earlier today.
Sure.
We had no idea.
Right.
But somebody did call and say, hey, there's an animal left in the vehicle. It is hot outside, and the animal looks like it's in distress.
Right. And you came
Okay.
here, investigated, and figured in distress.
Right.
I don't know about that. But you came here, investigated,
That's
and
what-
realized.
That's what's relayed to
That's
us.
what,
Yes.
that's what relates to us.
Right.
However,
Anybody can say anything. You
Sure,
came here.
sure.
I mean, the dog
So
was
now-
everywhere with me. I love that dog. I'm not going to...
totally understand. We
Leave
love
the car.
dogs. I got a dog too. I love my dog as well. So when an officer does contact someone, they're required, especially when we believe that there could be a criminal offense, to identify.
82.03, I think it is. You could ask for my identification. I don't have to get it unless I've been lawfully arrested. That's the only
No,
time
sir,
I'm
that's
required.
not true.
Look it up. Look it up. That's all I'm asking.
Unlike stop and identify states where detention triggers an obligation to ID, Texas remains a bastion of individual liberty. Here, a citizen is under no legal obligation to identify themselves unless they have been lawfully arrested. Let's break that down. Not stopped, not detained, not suspicious, arrested. At this specific moment, Mr. Beard is merely detained under suspicion. He is in a legal gray area known as a Terry stop, but he is not in handcuffs for a confirmed crime. Therefore, his refusal to provide ID is not obstruction. It is the exercise of a statutory right.
Understanding of the code.
Look it up.
Okay,
Look up
you're being
82.
lawfully detained because there is an animal in the vehicle. We got a call for service.
The windows are down, huh?
The windows are down now.
I instructed you to put them down.
Yeah.
Okay.
No promise committed.
Yes, sir. Potentially. Okay.
Come on, man. I saw you try not to laugh.
Here's the deal. As soon as we're done, as soon as you give your ID and we're done, we're gone.
I don't like the fact that we have to show our papers. I don't. Look, I have a lot of family that are in your
this-
business, okay? I
this
respect
is-
you guys.
Are
I
you
also
able
respect the
to
Constitution.
view your email I put in my call sheet?
But you are lawfully detained.
And I do not have to show. I
Yes,
cannot
sir,
give
you
you.
do.
I can. Please just look it
When
up.
you were-
I swear to God.
Failed ID.
Please just look it up. I know. Look it up. I'm telling you. You're gonna make a big mistake.
No, I'm not.
I know this very well. I know this.
So do I. How long have you been doing law enforcement?
Just look it up. Would it kill you to look it up?
You have a phone right there.
I'm
Feel free to
recording
look it up.
because
So are we.
We're all
What do you-
recording.
yeah, those disappeared. You guys don't have a phone you can look it up?
Those get edited.
What you did?
Those get edited. So that's what I'm saying.
Your phones?
You're saying these get disappeared. Those get edited.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
What's your name, sir?
Garth.
I'm sorry.
Garth.
Garth.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Garth, what's your
all.
last name?
I don't have to give it to you.
Okay. I prefer to. I don't call people by their first names because it's a respect name. Okay.
Nice try.
Until I get to know them. It's not a nice try.
This is what
that's
this
actually
country's
how I
become.
operate.
This is what this country. You guys are like addicted to IDs, and you don't even know the law. Here, you know what? I'll stop. I'll look it up.
Go for it.
I'm going to show you because you'll be very surprised.
Look up Build ID.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Very identified. A person commits an offense if he intentionally refuses to give his name, residence, address, or date of birth to a police officer who has lawfully arrested the person.
They see that.
The police officer who has lawfully arrested the person. A person commits a crime. A person, look, it's right here. A person commits an offense.
Read it yourself.
Yes, and you let me read it again to you. A person commits an offense. You totally not under. You didn't understand. This says I can't give you a false name. This is a different section. This is the first one.
But the officer's errors don't stop there. They seem to believe that identifying yourself means physically handing over a driver's license. This is a fabrication. Even if Mr. Beard were under arrest, which he is not, Section 38.02 only requires a person to verbally provide their name, residence address, and date of birth. There is no requirement in the Penal Code to surrender a plastic card to a police officer outside of operating a motor vehicle on a public roadway. Despite Mr. Beard struggling to recall the exact section number in the heat of the moment, his grasp of the legal concept is ironclad. The officers, conversely, are trying to enforce a law that simply does not exist.
That's not my problem. It really isn't.
It is.
No, it isn't.
Okay, here's the deal. Here's what can happen because you're refusing to identify yourself.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
And say, here's
Hold
who I
on.
am
So
because
you're
hang
gonna
on,
arrest me for refusing to identify
That's
myself?
what you just read it.
I read. Yeah,
Now,
I cannot give you a
the
face
other
name.
part of it is-
But why don't you please pull it up? I swear to God, I'm not lying here. There was two different sections I read. Okay.
Hang on, listen to me.
Oh my God.
The other part of it is that when you do that, the other consequence, now we have to impound your dog, and we don't want to do that either. You said you love your dog.
Yeah, that would be retaliation.
No, sir, it's not. We can't leave the dog
If you guys
here.
want a massive lawsuit on your hands, I mean, you
How
guys
is that retaliation? We can't leave the dog here in the car by itself.
really,
Yes, sir.
you're gonna.
I'm letting you know what the consequences are.
This is America. This is what you're doing to a citizen. Okay? All I did was go inside, grab some clothes quick. I sat in the car, got it. Yeah, somebody call. Okay, that's what you do. I mean, that doesn't mean I do anything wrong. You know?
Let me ask you this. What is your end goal here?
To get you guys need to be educated. You really don't understand that what I'm telling you is actually the truth. And and police officers.
So what is your end goal?
Not understand. To go on about my way.
So is ours.
Okay,
Get you on
go.
about your way.
But you
You are
have this
prolonging
addiction
this.
to ID. I'm not prolonging this. This is
No,
unlawful detainment.
this is our duty. We have to identify you.
Show me the law.
You just read it out loud.
I know, and you're not understanding because I just read it to you.
I know. We understand it. We do this day in and day out.
Okay. I came and investigated. Realized there was no crime.
We don't know that.
And now we have failure to identify.
No, you don't. My goodness, ma'am, you need to really get educated. Why won't you read it? I wouldn't lie to you. Just look it up. You won't even read it. That's how bad it is that you won't even read it. I'm telling you.
I'm out here with someone that I do not know who I'm out here with. I'm not going to get distracted in a cell phone or a computer.
To read the law? You'd rather just arrest me?
I don't need to read the law.
Yeah, you
We
do.
do this day in and day out.
Improperly, apparently. But you don't know that, so you have no reasonable articulable suspicion.
Yes.
No, you just said...
If a crime has been committed or is about to be committed.
Sergeant Tyler operates under a dangerous misconception common in modern policing, the idea that a call for service acts as a magical shield against the Fourth Amendment. He believes that because the phone rang, he now possesses the absolute authority to detain and interrogate. But does an anonymous tip automatically grant an officer the power to seize a citizen? To answer this, we must distinguish between a welfare check and a criminal detention. When Officer Hullbert arrived, she was engaging in community caretaking. She had every right and arguably a moral duty to walk up to that vehicle and ensure the animal wasn't cooking alive. That is good police work. However, the moment she decided Mr. Beard was not free to leave, she flipped a switch.
So,
Has been, is about to be, or is currently, yeah. Have I committed a crime?
well, currently failed ID.
That's not a crime. It's only a crime if you've been lawfully arrested. And if you take the time to just read the freaking statute, you realize this. Brother, I'm not lying to you, man. Just read it. I just read it to you.
Yes, you read it yourself.
Yes. I'm shocked that 3 officers really don't know this. That out of the 3 of you, a supervisor of all things. Usually the supervisor is the one that knows.
And I'm speaking to you, and I do know it. And again, we read it. I was sitting right next to you while we read it together. Okay?
Yeah. And I just told you what it said. Where does it say that I have to show my ID?
Here's the deal.
Where does it say that I have to show my ID and what I just read to you?
In 3002, you just read.
What part?
She moved from a public servant checking on a dog to a law enforcement officer conducting a criminal investigation. And to flip that switch lawfully, she needed fuel. In legal terms, that fuel is called reasonable suspicion. But here is where the officer's case falls apart.
Failed ID when someone is lawfully detained.
No, I cannot give you a false name when I'm lawfully detained.
The crime of animal cruelty has possibly, is it currently, or had been committed. Okay?
Now, well, investigate.
Hang on.
Investigate. Prove it.
That's the part.
You just said you don't know how long I've been in the store. If you knew how long I've been in the store.
So the part of the investigation is then we contact Walmart and say, hey,
Okay, investigate.
here's what we need to do.
That's fine.
We
You got my
need to
VIN number.
We need to figure out who this person is and how long you've been in the store. How long the animal.
I've explained this thoroughly enough and physically read the statute to you. You guys are losing your qualified immunity, okay? Seriously. Are you a sergeant?
Yes, sir.
And you don't know this?
Absolutely. I guess you're
This is
saying I don't know.
bewildering. I mean, this is just, I am
I'm sorry.
beside
you're
myself.
But if you just read it with.
Call your lieutenant.
You don't have a lieutenant.
Captain.
No, sir.
How are you gonna, what you're
I
trying to do
need the
is-
identification. And right now, the dog is having to sit in the car even further.
Yeah,
Because
'cause you really don't
will
care about the
not-
animal, do you?
You will not identify
You really
yourself.
don't care about the animal, do
I am
you?
here to do my job.
You're here to get my ID. That's all you want.
I need your identification to complete
It's
this
like
process.
crack, you guys.
It's required.
No, it isn't. Would you freaking read 3802? Would you read it? It's right there.
No.
It's right there. You're not even gonna read it.
No, I am not.
Do you realize
I'm gonna
how bad
stand
this-
here with
Do you
you.
realize how bad this is gonna look in court?
That's fine.
When you refuse to read the statute,
I am on a call. I'm
Yeah.
not burying my face in a computer.
to find a law, you don't care. You think
I
you
don't
know
have
the
to.
law. You don't have to. You don't have to know the law.
I already know it.
Please, when you go home, look at 3002.
I've read it. I read it. I studied it.
Okay.
I tested over it.
Right, but you're interpreting it improperly.
All right.
And you guys really, I implore you to educate yourselves about this.
Stand right there.
Sure.
So we can't do that. But is it prudent to do that?
In Texas, the courts have built a firewall against this exact type of overreach. In the landmark case of Juan Luis Garcia versus the state of Texas, 1999, the 14th Court of Appeals was crystal clear. An anonymous tip is just a rumor until a police officer verifies it. It rarely establishes the level of suspicion needed to detain a citizen unless the officer corroborates the criminal aspects of the allegation. This aligns perfectly with the Supreme Court standard in Alabama versus White, 1990. You cannot detain a man based solely on the fears of a stranger. So, what crime were they investigating? They were looking for a violation of Texas Penal Code Section 42.092, cruelty to non-livestock animals. To make this charge stick, the statute requires evidence of unjustified or unwarranted pain or suffering. And this brings us to the fatal flaw in Officer Hullbert's investigation. What did she actually see? She saw a dog. Was it panting frantically? No. Was it lethargic or unresponsive? No. By her own body cam footage, the animal was not in distress. Instead of performing actual detective work, like going into the store to locate the owner or establishing a timeline of exposure, she chose to set a trap. She waited by the car, not to save a dog, but to ambush a driver. And when Mr. Beard arrived, she didn't lead with questions about the animal's welfare, she led with a demand for ID. This suggests that her priority was never the safety of the dog, it was the subjugation of the owner. Without the essential element of suffering, the reasonable suspicion required to detain Mr. Beard simply did not exist. Ultimately, the officers realized they were holding a losing hand and allowed Mr. Beard to leave.
So here's uplift, and even though we know that's what he's doing.
What if that trooper would have done that in a human day? But whatever.
I agree. I agree. However, this is where we're at. So here's the deal. Although
the plate does come back to 4012 Waterfront Drive.
I'm not trying to give you guys a hard time. I'm trying to answer
yes, you are.
No, I'm not. You
Hang
give
on,
me a hard
let me
time.
finish. Let me finish.
Sure.
Yes, you are trying to give us a hard time.
I'm not trying to. I'm really not.
Secondly,
I'm just trying to get my
Just be quiet.
hang on, let me finish.
Sure.
Secondly, the animal cruelty will still continue to be investigated.
I wish I could have had you put your hand in the car when I opened the door. It was literally cooler inside than it was outside. Okay. Yeah, you guys have to investigate.
We don't know
but,
that.
Yeah, but you can't automatically assume the worst.
We're
of it
not.
either,
That's
you know?
why it's called an investigation.
Right.
We didn't assume the worst.
Right.
That's why we call it investigation. The officers come out, they investigate, they contact people, they say, hey, is this your car? Yeah, this is my car. Is this your animal? Yes, it's my animal. Can I have your ID, please? Because you're lawfully detained because there is a complaint and possible criminal offense of animal cruelty.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
thing. I'm sure. And
So-
you investigate, but you don't have to get my ID to investigate.
Yes.
Look, I'll tell you, we have an epidemic in this country of constitutional rights getting violated all the time through this. And
Okay, I'm officer here.
I know you guys
Officer-
don't think I could possibly be right.
And
you guys
Officer
know the
Hullbert
law.
didn't do that tonight.
But just look at no.
Officer
I know.
Josie did it, and I didn't do that tonight either.
Well, I mean, technically, this detainment has lasted a little longer than it's supposed to, but
That's
I'm not.
That's
worried
due
about
to
it.
you.
That's
So
due to you. You are free to go.
go home, take care of your dog.
Please look up the law tonight.
But for Mr. Beard, driving away was not the end. It was the beginning of the accountability phase. He filed a formal complaint expecting integrity. Instead, he received a masterclass in bureaucratic gaslighting from Police Chief Sean Short. In an official response, the chief admitted his officers were legally wrong about Section 38.02. Yet in the same breath, he had the audacity to blame the victim, claiming the detention was prolonged because Mr. Beard refused to cooperate. Let's translate that into plain English. The chief argued that the officers were distracted from doing their job because a citizen insisted on his rights. This is a dangerous, inherently unconstitutional mindset. It suggests that your civil liberties are valid as long as they are convenient for the government. The moment your rights become annoying to a badge, they are treated as obstruction. But Mr. Beard knew the value of his rights. He sent a demand letter asking for $75,000. The city of Crossroads rejected it, a decision that likely cost taxpayers dearly. On March 5, 2025, Mr. Beard filed a federal lawsuit. By July, the case against the city was dismissed following an undisclosed resolution. In the legal world, silence usually has a price tag. It is highly probable the city wrote a check to make this problem go away. For the Crossroads Police Department, grade F. They failed at every level. They treated a call for service as a conviction. They demanded an ID they were not entitled to. And when faced with the actual law, they chose arrogance over education. They didn't investigate a crime, they investigated a man's patience. For Mr. Beard, grade A+. He displayed the ultimate weapon against tyranny, composure. He didn't scream, he didn't curse, and he didn't physically resist. He simply knew the law better than the enforcers. By remaining calm, he denied them the contempt of cop arrest they were desperate for. He proved that the most effective way to fight a badge is not on the side of the road, but in a court of law. This case serves as a stark reminder: the Constitution is not a suggestion. And as the city of Crossroads learned, ignorance of the law is not a defense, especially for those sworn to uphold it.
So basically, I'm wearing this for my protection because when I go out in public, there's people always trying to with me, especially here in East Stewart. Okay. So what am I doing wrong?
This guy.
It's misunderstanding. You guys just go through my phone and look at who I'm meeting here. My daughter.
Hold on. Can you move them to Alamanda? Guys don't need to cut through if fire rescue needs to get to the ER. I'll try.
So one magazine.
And sure one. So if you can notify fire rescue, we'll try to make it to Alamanda and Scotia.
One in the chamber.
One, we're gonna try and walk to Alamanda. About 14 years old.
What is wrong?
We don't know yet. You have your wallet on you? You have ID?
Imagine this scenario. A man attends a Christmas parade in Florida, only to end up in handcuffs. His crime? Wearing a defensive vest beneath his shirt to protect his own life. The core issue here isn't just an arrest, it's a legal impossibility.
Hey, Jake. You got a glove on you?
Let me know. So we can start the parade.
Hey, spread your feet to the left. Spread your feet.
Yeah, Jake, it's on the hood.
We're going to walk in on your side, walk on the south side with our light on.
No, I got the signal 0. I've got the signal 0.
Okay.
That round, I just want to collect it.
Okay. Did you eject?
Yeah.
26.
Yeah, I just want to collect that round. But actually, it doesn't matter.
Hello.
Yeah.
It's on the truck.
What's that?
371087549.
The cuff is killing my fucking hand, dude. I swear on everything. It's about to rip my hand.
Problem 1,
My left hand.
Thank you. Back on 1.
You just, like,
I'm trying to relax. It's hurting, dude, bad.
I'm saying. Because your watch.
Yeah. Something's bad.
Is that better?
Yeah.
I need to report to leave by 34 on the call while the vehicle is being removed.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't check the left side of his vest that he's got on.
There's nothing.
We witnessed the media outlets taking a victory lap, fueled by the cheers of uninformed bystanders. But tonight, we look closer. Through the lens of the Freedom of Information Act, the raw footage has finally been liberated, and the reality is far more disturbing than the headlines suggested.
So basically, I'm wearing this for my protection because when I go out in public, there's people always trying to with me, especially here in East Stewart. Okay. So what am I doing wrong? Hello?
Nice horses. $16.5, course 28, Kilo Golf Bravo, Hotel 43, Silver Tacoma.
Literally meeting my whole family right in front of us. They're waiting for me as like.
Okay.
Have any weapons on them?
No. They own firearms, but I doubt they have them on them. They ran out the house trying to meet my baby mother and her daughter.
you ID'd him yet or no?
I can tell you my name.
What's your first name, man?
Matthew.
What's your middle initial?
A.
And last name?
Beagle.
Spell it.
B-A-G-L-E.
B-A.
B. B.
181.
What's your birthday?
1206.
06. What year?
It's 2000.
1943.
What's a good address for you?
We're gonna take our time. We gotta do a little bit of research and stuff like that, so we're just gonna be chilling right here for a minute.
Oh, you're good, dude.
This brings us to a terrifying truth about modern liberty. Lawful conduct does not and cannot magically morph into a crime simply because a police officer or a nervous bystander feels afraid. Let's be clear. My constitutional rights do not end where your irrational fear of a legal object begins.
I just really want to see my daughter. Am I allowed to put my feet together? Still spread.
6:30. Name, date of birth.
How did we get to this point? Because I kind of walked
This
in
guy,
after the fact.
this guy thought I was following him up the parade, but I was just trying to get to Stewart Middle School to see my family.
Gotcha.
Standing there at BP.
Do you know the guy?
No idea who the guy is. But I know I'm well known, so.
Why is that?
Just had a long history in this town.
Wow.
Not bad, just have had a lot of history.
I don't know you.
Are you new?
No. What was your name? I didn't catch it.
Matthew.
Matthew what?
Beagle.
Eagle? Don't know you.
What's your last name, Matthew?
Beagle. Yeah. Like the dog.
Can you turn towards me? Hey Matt, I got it.
Yeah?
Are you like under the influence of anything? Your eyes are like really bloodshot.
I'm tired.
You're tired?
Oh. And I just got out of the shower.
Okay. You understand like community events and stuff where we're on like heightened alert for like active shooters
I
and stuff like that?
understand why this is happening right now, yes.
Okay.
And you guys are on point. So,
Yeah,
it
so
makes me feel glad that you guys are doing your job.
Let's rewind to last December. The national news cycle briefly exploded with a sensational story from Martin County. Disaster narrowly averted. An armed man in a bulletproof vest detained amidst holiday festivities. The picture painted was one of terror, a potential tragedy stopped by heroic intervention. But is that what really happened? So who was this alleged maniac? We are presented with a citizen attending a public event, wearing concealed body armor, carrying a concealed pistol, and possessing a knife. To the untrained eye, this inventory sounds like a threat, but in a courtroom, does it hold water? We must ask the hard questions that the initial reports ignored. Question 1. Is wearing body armor a crime in the state of Florida? The illegal answer is a definitive no. Question 2. Is carrying a concealed firearm illegal for a law-abiding citizen under Florida's constitutional carry standards? Absolutely not. Carrying a knife? Also protected. This creates a disturbing dissonance. Florida is heralded as a bastion of the Second Amendment, yet here we see a citizen stripped of his freedom for exercising those exact rights. How do we reconcile the law with the enforcement? The news cycle abandoned this story the moment the fear subsided, but the evidence remains. By obtaining the official police reports and the raw body camera data, despite the county's attempt to discourage transparency with a hefty price tag, we can finally bypass the narrative and examine the facts. Let's step behind the yellow tape and watch the body cam from the very beginning.
But I really am here just wearing this as protection, same reason you guys are. I'm just trying to see my daughter. You'll see it all on my phone.
You can start me a call, or they may put me on one.
Gladly unlock it for you and go through it. And I also had a person show up to my doorstep last night and threatened to do a lot of stuff. I have it on camera. I was going to make a police report, but I never got the chance. So it's just kind of like a heightened.
That doesn't. I mean, that's like not normal for like like.
They're banging on my door in the middle of the night saying they're gonna kill me.
Yeah, no. Well, like why? I don't
I have
understand.
no idea. I don't even know who it is. Some crazy person just came in the middle of the night. I have a video of it. I'm telling you, I got a lot of history.
So you think someone's like following you or something? Obviously, like research that, but I honestly don't know you. And what's like a detective's name? You said you were gonna report it, but you didn't. Any reason you didn't?
Because it was 3 a.m. and I was tired.
Well, like law enforcement works 24/7.
No, but I want to go back to sleep. I have work.
Where you work at?
You don't gotta take. Are you taking me down to the station to ask some questions?
Honestly, I don't know yet. I really kind of just walked up on this, so as soon as they say what we're gonna do, we'll do that. But for now, you're just detained until they figure out what's going on.
Crucially, the body camera activation begins after the Fourth Amendment seizure has already occurred. The scene is set, a citizen surrounded, disarmed, and under interrogation. The pivotal moment of initial contact, the legal foundation for this entire encounter, is absent from the video record. While we will dissect the officer's written justification shortly, observe the demeanor of the suspect right now. Does this look like a man in the throes of a mental health crisis? Is he erratic? Is he combative? Or is he simply a citizen confused by the sudden loss of his liberty? We identify the detainee as Matthew Beagle. His behavior is a textbook example of what law enforcement claims they want: complete and total cooperation. He answers every inquiry. He offers no resistance. He poses zero threat. Yet notice the power dynamic. While he provides transparency, the officers provide him with nothing but continued restraint. In a free society, does politeness warrant indefinite detention without articulated suspicion of a crime? Here, the dynamic shifts. The officer invites Matthew to explain the sequence of events. Listen closely to his perspective. It is the sound of a man trying to rationalize an irrational situation. And then, the tactic emerges. Why are your eyes bloodshot? This is not a medical observation. It is a psychological breaching tool known as gaslighting. Look at the footage yourself. His eyes appear normal, but by asserting a falsehood as fact, the officer forces Matthew into a defensive posture.
Well, I'm not lying to you, so. If I was coming here to do harm, you think I'd have one mag? For protection.
It's just concerning,
It is.
to have.
I run into people that know me that want to kill me, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
How did anyone know that you had this on you at all?
They didn't. I told him when he walked up to me. He saw that I was following alongside. Great, but I'm just walking, trying to get to Stewart Middle School.
What'd you tell him?
I told him, hey, I have a gun and a vest on me. And he freaked out and grabbed me.
Okay.
But I was just telling him because he came up to me with the light.
Were you nervous he was going to do something?
No, I just wanted to tell him so he didn't freak out.
Oh. And then he freaked out?
Yeah.
That worked out.
Right? I'm very cool with you guys. I've never ever had a problem with anything. That's why I was exclaiming that I have a firearm on me and a vest.
Yeah, we want that all off. Hold on, let me just do a couple of photos. You gotta.
I'm live.
You already took photo? Okay, there you go. All right, very good. Yep.
No.
No? All right. 1 second. Let me get these off.
You're gonna have to take everything off.
But he's not gonna come out with his cuffs on.
Suddenly, an innocent man is scrambling to explain a condition that doesn't exist. This is a classic fishing expedition. They are casting a line, hoping Matthew will bite and reveal something, anything incriminating. Never forget, police are legally permitted to lie to you during an investigation. Your best defense isn't an explanation, it's silence. Compliance here is not saving him, it's merely giving them more ammunition. Matthew's explanation is simple, human, and tragic. He isn't a lurking predator. He is a father looking for his daughter in a crowd. The suspicious behavior of walking back and forth, that is the universal body language of a parent trying to locate a lost child. As for the body armor, he reveals a chilling context, credible threats against his life. And then the plot thickens. Matthew offers a specific, verifiable reason for his tactical gear, a reason that should have immediately de-escalated the situation. He reveals that he wasn't just a random citizen, he was a former asset, an informant for this very agency. The sudden audio redactions in the footage are deafening proof of this sensitive history. So let's tally the score. We have a man with a lawful gun, lawful armor, and a documented history of risking his safety to help law enforcement, yet he remains in chains, his valid explanations bouncing off a wall of blue silence.
Since the body camera conveniently failed to capture the genesis of this encounter, we must turn to the official police report to reconstruct the scene.
Fuck. Turn this way.
Let me see the shoulder. I think I can remove this.
Yeah, it's got Velcro in there. There you go. There you go.
All right, it's gonna come down.
Turn. Where's this? There's the other. Wow. Here. I'll throw it on the truck.
I've also got the 0, so. You guys have like a paper bag?
Yeah, Joe, are you good with him now? Open the trunk. Go ahead, come in.
Nah, it's fine.
Nothing else. I'm just making sure, buddy. That's my job. You're all good. Everybody say that.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, give us a couple minutes, okay?
Sounds good.
I am gonna step out again, and we'll be right back. Okay?
How long is this gonna take? Because I got a lot to do tomorrow. And
I can't give you a time, but I can.
The document paints a picture of high anxiety, a department on edge about mass casualty events and threats against Congressman Brian Mast. In this heightened state of alert, everything looks like a nail to a hammer. The report sets the stage not with facts of a crime, but with an atmosphere of hypothetical danger. The report alleges that a staffer observed a male paralleling the congressman. The suspect's description? Jeans, a jean jacket, a baseball cap. To a layman, this is casual attire. To a hyper-vigilant security detail, it was a threat profile. The officer notes that Matthew was wearing cold weather clothes on a warm evening where the officer himself was sweating. While odd fashion choices are not a felony, in the eyes of the police, this deviation from the norm became a building block for reasonable suspicion. The officer approaches. Matthew turns his body away and motions to leave, a movement law enforcement often labels as furtive or flight risk, but which a defense attorney might simply call exercising the right to walk away from a consensual encounter. The officer shines a flashlight, an act of dominance. Matthew's response? He states clearly, "Looking for my daughter." The officer spots the outline of the vest, and here is the critical moment. When asked, Matthew does not lie. He admits to the vest. He admits to the firearm. Total transparency. Yet based on the totality of circumstances, wearing warm clothes, walking near a politician, and possessing legal defensive gear, the officer initiates a physical seizure.
But I can tell you that...
And my family's probably freaking out because they were waiting on me at the parade. I was walking to them.
You were walking to your family?
I was on the phone with my baby mother. So basically I'm walking down the sidewalk, and I guess because I'm walking the same fucking speed as one of the cops. He looks over at me and then like walks up to me with a light, shines in my face, and asks who I am. I said, "Hey, I'm Matthew. I have a gun on me, just to let you know." He instantly grabs me and throws me up against the car.
Okay.
I have all this text messages, everything. You can go on my phone and look.
Text message for what?
Meeting up with my family.
Oh, with Carly and them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was literally on the phone with them as he fucking
What's
came
up
up
with
to
the
me.
mess?
I'm scared about my life. People are showing up to my shit threatening to kill me, bro.
Okay.
Dude, I'm not showing up trying to do anything. I wouldn't have fucking one mag. Like, I don't know what they think I'm doing or whatever this is. I'm just literally protecting myself.
Just give me a second, Matt, because obviously there's a lot, right? Like, regardless of the fact.
What is there a lot of?
You had a, listen, hear me out. You had a vest on?
Concealed.
Yeah, 100%.
Underneath shirt clothing.
But you're at a place that's public with everything going on. That's why they're.
That's why I had it on.
And I get it.
Like, I literally told.
No, and you said yesterday night someone was there
Threatening me. I got the video.
On your Ring camera door.
Yes.
Okay, on your phone.
Yes.
Did you explain anything to Dad?
A little bit.
A little bit? Okay. Just that he was walking around the parade with a ballistic vest under his jacket, he had a gun on him. Just given the circumstances, a little off-putting, kind of weird, heavily crowded place. You know, we got political figures there, so dignitaries. It's just kind of a...
He grabs Matthew, he handcuffs him, and just like that, a citizen looking for his daughter becomes a prisoner of the state. The report confirms they found the gun, the vest, and a knife. But did they find a crime? That remains the million-dollar question. We have just reviewed the sanitized, bureaucratic prose of the official police report. Now, let's juxtapose that against the raw, unfiltered reality captured by the body camera. The scene shifts to the precinct, yet the status of our subject remains unchanged. Shackles on, freedom gone. 60 minutes have evaporated since the initial seizure. Matthew has provided his identity, his digital life, and his complete cooperation. Yet, without a single articulated crime, he is chained to a table. This raises a terrifying question for every citizen. If innocence isn't the key to these handcuffs, what is? Then a detective enters to perform a ritual that is suspiciously late, the Miranda warnings. Legally, these rights attach during custodial interrogation. Matthew has been in custody and questioned for over an hour. By reading these rights now, the state is attempting to retroactively sanitize a potential civil rights violation. Any defense attorney worth their salt would argue that everything said prior to this moment is the fruit of the poisonous tree, evidence obtained illegally that should never see the inside of a courtroom. Enter Detective Number 2. The dynamic here suggests a prior history, perhaps a relic of Matthew's past cooperation, but notice the futility of the exchange. Matthew unlocks his phone, a digital search warrant waiver, and repeats his story with robotic consistency. He isn't the madman stalking a congressman.
That's what brought us here, so
I got you.
At least a little bit of background. So, and for the most part, I mean, we're going to get the most amount of information from you guys, so that's kind of why we were giving you a call.
I mean, is he being charged with anything right now?
No, not a... No.
Okay. Because, yeah, I mean, I know obviously...
So where are we at with him?
We want to get as much information as you're willing to provide us. Like we told you on the phone, we're not here to get him arrested or...
He was just coming to see his daughter.
Okay.
Like, his daughter was sick this week. He didn't get a chance to see her. She was finally feeling better. Carly got out of the house for a little bit. We were all going to, like, meet up. It was kind of last minute. I was like, hey, Matt, we're going to go to the parade. Carly's going to meet us here. I sent him text messages like, here, this is where we're going to be. Like, come find us. He goes to the wrong end of the parade. And then he's like, I'm like, well, just freaking walk it. Like, run it. Like, you know, just meet us down at our end where we're at. We're at the end of the parade at Stewart Middle School. Yeah, it's going to suck for you, but just get down here. I don't know how long your daughter's going to hold up, kind of thing.
Yeah, as soon as units made contact with him, he said that he was armed.
he did the right thing in that sense. So
Yeah.
we're just trying to kind of.
He is a local resident lost in the bureaucracy. They have the witnesses, they have the data, they have zero evidence of malice. Yet the interrogation loops, searching for a crime that simply does not exist. The detective exits, leaving Matthew in a vacuum of information. But thanks to the transparency of the Freedom of Information Act, we know exactly where the focus shifted. The dragnet had expanded beyond the interrogation room to the precinct parking lot, where law enforcement located the ultimate character witnesses, Matthew's parents. Listen closely to the officer's pitch. We aren't trying to arrest him, we just want to help. In the lexicon of law enforcement, this is often a tactical deception designed to lower defenses and solicit incriminating statements. Fortunately, the parents aren't buying it. They stand as the only rational barrier between their son and a system desperate to justify a mistake. The mother's defense is clear, articulate, and dismantling the dangerous suspect narrative brick by brick.
Catch up on the back end
He
now
likes
and
to
learn.
carry it.
And so do I. I do every day, even when I'm not working. But we're trying to learn a little bit more about him to kind of disprove any suspicions that we initially had.
Yeah,
So
he is not interested right
now for carrying around a ballistic vest is obviously you're allowed to do it. It's not illegal. It's strange. It's obviously abnormal. It's another thing we're trying to figure out why. What would
And just to give a little bit more background on Matt, so he is a gun enthusiast. He worked at Continental Shooting Center for a while. He's done gun instruction. He is very safe. He's very responsible.
Taught a lot of people safety.
obviously this is America. A
Right.
lot of people have guns.
Right.
Yeah.
And in Florida, you can conceal and open carry a gun with no permit or anything. So
Right.
that in itself there's nothing wrong with that. But
Yeah.
just everything added together, heavily crowded area.
No, I get it. I totally, 100%. Shall we take him home? Thank you.
I'm still horrified about what happened, and it should not have happened.
Sounds like he was up to no good and planning for something bad.
I'm live. Oh, you took photo? Okay, there you go. All right, very good. Yep.
You can't go on Ocean 4.
That's not a concern. You're all good. Everybody's safe.